Hey guys, it's your girl Cash, your sexologist bestie, and you know I'm giving it to you sexy because we're here for the
Masturbation May Kickoff.
And we trying to get that coochie wet. What?
Get that coochie wet.
That juicy and wet.
Ooh.
That juicy wet. My neck.
My back, lick my pussy and my crack.
Energy check is on 3. Okay. All right. So I am super excited, y'all, because as you can see, the energy is right in this room. But I want to make sure they get the proper introduction that they deserve. Okay. Over here, starting directly from my left, going up. Excuse me. This is my sister. I need y'all to understand this one right here. I gotta tell you how we met.
Jesus.
In person. Really, actually, that convention year, I got a text message from her because I went through something really challenging and terrible, and I was coming to the convention all emotional, and she was like, you know, I got you. I'm going to protect you. I'm going to be your bodyguard. I'm going to be this and that. Baby, I got there. She was really at our convention keeping people like from a safe distance. Like people would come up to hug me, and she was like, they cleared. So I need you to understand that this one this is my girl.
My baby mama.
My baby Love Jones, my baby mama. Welcome, mama. Welcome to the Business of Pleasure. And then, of course, in the center, okay, all the energy, all the personality, all of the beauty, always sporting her blonde. Because I heard that when you was talking at the social affair. You said
13, 27.
Always gonna be on. Our girl Davida D is in the building, and we love her. She came to our social affair this year, not just as someone as a speaker, but she came with her vibrant energy and vibes. And let me tell y'all, I absolutely knew that we needed her vibes in this conversation because it's gonna get spicy. So welcome. And then, last but certainly not least, my baby Mo over here. Now this is my baby sister / sometimes. This one right here be surprising me, y'all. So I'm sure she gonna catch me off guard today because I saw her the first time and I thought she was so innocent, and then I found out she was with define innocent. Sis. Is it the Merriam-Webster definition of innocent that you're talking about?
Yes.
You wearing a collar,
Vixen.
You got a whole collar on.
Okay.
We gonna stick to that.
Yeah, I'm still sticking to it. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I'm still shy. I'm still innocent.
Okay, but we just
until the right person come by.
Put that thing around your neck and just. Okay, well, we gonna see.
Where
I'm gonna let y'all judge. I want y'all to judge.
We shed.
You need one?
Huh?
Oh, because that's so innocent.
That's so
innocent. We gonna find out. Y'all gonna be the judge in the comments. I want y'all to tell me at the end if you think she was lying. If it was cap, I want you to just put a cap emoji in the chat. Okay. All right. But we're gonna kick into gear, and I want to give these ladies an opportunity to introduce themselves and tell you what they got going on. Tell them a little bit. 2 of our consultants are here, so tell them about your journey before we get into the spicy. I want them to learn about you. So, what's up?
My name is Love Jones. Real name Taria, but I have a good government job and I don't like put my business out there in the streets. So my name is Love Jones. I have been with Bedroom Candy for about 10 years.
Jeez,
I was selling sex toys with another company before that. I just like making money. Money makes me come. So what better way to make money than talking about sex?
Money makes me come.
Money makes me come.
Printed on the next shirts.
Right. Where is Sylvia? Let's get branded. Real quick.
Branded by Sylvia. Shout out to her. Okay, money make you come.
Money makes me come.
Talk to me, nice. Now, Davida, my sister, first, real quick. Give her my opportunity to get familiar with you too.
Okay, so my name is Davida D. I'm a comedian, producer, director, and writer. This is fun. I am so happy to be part of the Bedroom Candy family, getting ready to get taught the lessons that need to be learned because, honey, I'm the innocent one on this couch, sincerely. And I'm just happy to be here, babies. Go ahead, Miss Innocent Mo.
So my name is Mo. I've been with Bedroom Candy 4 years and a couple months. I actually got started with this because sex has been like one of my favorite topics since college. Although, like, I used to help friends and stuff, like talk to them about helping them spice up their relationships. I even had a married friend, and she wanted to know. She was like, Mo, can you come help me get my stuff together for Sweetest Day in Michigan and Detroit? We celebrate Sweetest Day. So she's like, can you help me get this together for my man? And I'm like, yeah, sure, I will. So I will like set up their room and like get the candles and all that. And then like she wanted to know some like, mind you, I am very innocent. Okay. So I was still able to give a little bit of advice because she hated giving head. So I would give her a little bit of advice. This was, yeah.
You gave her advice.
I gave her some advice. So sex has been a topic that I love. I love to talk about it. I love to do it. And again, I'm still
anticipate the caps are starting in the chat as we speak. Go ahead, continue.
So I started with just because I love to talk about sex. So I was like, why not find a way to monetize it where I can do something I love and I enjoy and just to have fun. So that's actually my little journey with Bedroom Candy, and it's been a fun time. Okay. Real fun.
I've learned a lot. It. Well, I figured that we should kind of start this off to see really who's innocent on the couch. And you know what? My good sister Davida, I want to ask you to be a judge, because what I want to challenge my BK sisters here to do today is to select approximately anywhere from 3 to 5 products, right, from Bedroom Candy. I want y'all to hear the whole instruction, okay? They can be softs and they can be adult. I want you to paint a picture for our listeners, and whoever paints or gives the best story created incorporating our BK products into the story, I'm going to bless with some extra candy. Okay, so let me give you
put me on the spot.
I'm putting you on the spot. I want you to say, if you had somebody on your couch saying, I want to go back home and I want to give my man the night of his life, right? What would you recommend she do, and how you recommend she build it up?
Does the product have to be on the table?
Oh no.
Okay, cool.
No.
All right, we good.
You can go first.
No, you first. You said you're not innocent. Let's let the innocent go last.
I gotta let my creative juices flow, because
get your juices flowing. That's all it takes, literally.
Yeah, I mean,
you gotta.
I like to give head. So when I'm painting a picture of pleasing my man, it's gonna start with a little foreplay and a little fellatio. I guess I can wear our little groove to get me in the mood, and he don't even know groove is on me. I'm wearing groove. Groove is our panty vibe. So I'm getting a little stimulation while I'm giving a little stimulation. And then I like the sight of semen. We was talking to someone else that they don't like the sight of semen, but the more that I see it, the more I come. So I love foreplay and fellatio. Yeah, I don't get excited until I see it. My job is not finished, and it stems from my very first time giving head. I was young, and the first time I did it, the next morning I was feeling myself, and I was like, so did you like it? And he was just like what? And I was just like, remember when I, gave you head? And he was like, you did? That triggered something in me to where I was just like, never again will I give head, and that person will not remember.
Yeah, that would have been an ego.
That was the day a demon was born. She was like, listen, this will be the last time.
Because that was my first time.
Okay, so wait. So I know the story I need out of you. If somebody came to you and said, I want to know how to give good head using your BK products, what products would you recommend them to use, and how should they use them to get that outcome that they're looking for?
Definitely the flavored lubricants.
Pause. I need you to make me feel something. Jesus. So tell it in a story.
You gotta show me, because I'm the innocent one on here.
That's not even shade. That was like a straight dagger. I'm gonna take it though.
Oh, you gonna take it?
I'm gonna take it.
Go ahead.
No, she said she wanted to tell the story.
Oh no, I want you to tell me, because now I know that's not your story no more.
But I'm not a storyteller. I'm more of a shower.
Well, if you was demoing it at a party and you was teaching them their top couple items they could use to give the great head experience, what would you recommend? And how, and what order should they use the product?
Jesus. Okay.
You know what? I'm a sister that
I can use
happens to be a little passionate. I'm gonna tap you with an intro, and then I want you to finish the story. So just tag me.
Yeah,
in. Just tag.
I'm
just
not a
tag.
storyteller.
If you don't tag me, and I can't help you, I
Okay,
can't.
come on.
Okay, so first things first. I want one question. Do we want him to come, or we just want to get him started?
No, I want him to go.
Okay, so we want to get him to come. We're gonna start at his balls.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, and we gotta massage him. So in order to massage him, I need his hand to glide. What product do I need? I need this hand to be on them balls, slipping and sliding past them. I want them to be nice and you can't rub no dry hand on no balls, baby. No friction. You need the balls to
Sleek. Not sleek.
Sleek is a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay. Now keep it on up. Now after I start rubbing the silk or the sleek up under
The
the balls.
warming lube.
Oh, the warming lube is a good.
I love the warming lube.
Yeah.
Because he gets to feel the sensation of the warmth, and as it goes in my mouth, I like that sensation.
Oh.
And then I like to,
So we take a temperature plate through the
of
throat,
course,
baby.
of
That's what I'm
course,
talking
Of
about.
course.
That's what I'm talking
You got to keep
about.
it hot.
Now we.
Okay, so what next product? So we got our lube. I need the next thing. What are they using next to take this head up?
See, that's the thing. I don't need a lot of product to make him come. I don't.
So give us some trade secrets. It sounds like you holding out. I don't know if it's just me.
It's like she don't even want to tell us. She
need
want to
the
give us
product
good info.
'cause,
This is gatekeeping at its best.
Yeah, you really are gatekeeping. You supposed to be teaching me to give head. Come on now.
Someone taught me how to train my throat. I won't say who.
Oh, you can say who, baby.
Someone
get paid to teach.
Someone taught me how to train my
I am the
throat.
headmistress. I am your headmaster. I'll have you graduate in cum laude, baby.
Hold
Let's
on.
go. Let's go.
Come on now.
Wait. What was that?
Come on.
I take all my credit shit.
So I do like to gag because when I gag and getting ready for like I'm about to spit, I like to spit on it. And my man likes it's a visual and they like to hear it. So all that hawk to, I can do that on the dick. So it's more of a just make me gag, because the more you make me gag, the more I'm going to spit
And I feel
go
like
up
also
and down.
when you gag, it like make your pussy wetter.
It sure do. Yes,
Exactly.
come on.
Yeah.
Make me
Yeah.
proud, y'all.
Yeah.
Because what we're going to do is all cough. When you cough and you gag,
What's going to happen?
you feel it in your vagina. I learned that from.
You feel it?
I learned that.
What you feel? What you feel?
When you cough, what you feel in your
that?
vagina.
You feel that?
Exactly.
Look, now the same thing. You know how you said that reflux earlier made you, I want you to go,
Yeah.
and you feel
it
down
in your
there.
vagina.
She talks.
Yeah.
She talks.
Yeah.
She squeezes you.
So that's why the more I gag.
It's a silent purr.
So we have to use the gag. We have to use the gag to our advantage. Don't make it something painful. If you know that the gag has the ability to make your pelvic floor
That's
do a
what I'm
little
saying.
squeeze,
I don't need products.
stimulate yourself while you're doing it, so that when you gag,
I
your
got my mouth
vagina
watering.
jumping with it, and you getting something, they getting something. Baby, you ain't gonna be scared to go along.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Y'all got my mouth.
I'll do a little something.
Here's the best
I'll do a little
part.
something.
Yo, if you're at home, y'all should try that for real. Like that gag thing. My whole shit lifted by itself. I ain't even tried. Just and that it's just yeah, okay, I'm learning. Y'all need to get your pen and paper out. I gotta memorize some of this, but yeah, okay.
And at
I'm
the
doing
same
that.
time, you exercising your vajayjay, so it's a 2-for-1 special, right? Okay. Miss Mo, I know you got something over there cooking for me.
Oh, I done got so sidetracked. What I'm supposed to be doing again?
Paint a picture.
Oh,
With the
okay,
products,
yeah. So this is for a night of pleasure, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm gonna come in. I'm probably gonna shower a little bit.
I would hope so.
And then, no, hold on. Some men, and I've experienced these. Some men, they want you after you got your all day juices on.
There are some guys who like a little bit.
They
of
like that.
that
Okay,
natural.
and I'm not opposed to it. Okay, because I will give it. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So there's some that want your all day juices.
They want a little
right
tropical
on their
vagina.
face. Okay. All right. Sorry.
Sorry.
God, I'm the one with.
It's so funny because when I go to a party, I always ask, what's the first thing you do before sex? I'm gonna be honest. When I'm in certain rooms, I get the right answer, and when I'm in other rooms, they be like, put something on. It's like 20 million things come out. The only thing I never hear is
Shower.
wash it. Yes. And I'll be like, baby, could we just please just most prep the landscape. And for you guys, please prep the manscape.
Yes.
You know, when we getting little things and fibers stuck in our mouth.
Lord,
and
I hate getting that
And
hair
I don't
in my
want
mouth.
no MSG on the surface of it, because you know y'all be excreting it through your pores, and some of y'all don't eat that good. Y'all gotta make sure that you know, just sink wash it if you ain't got nothing. Just sink wash it. Be worst case.
She said sink wash it.
Put it.
She said sink wash it.
We do it. The quick
Whole bath.
touch up. Y'all can do the same.
I don't do whole
I
baths.
use a cup and I do a whole.
Oh, little
bath
and
with
over the toilet,
over
yeah,
the
and I
toilet.
pour it, yeah. I do the same thing. And if you're real smart, put some warm water on it, because the heat from the warm water on your clit right before is gonna get the blood rushing right there. She's gonna get a little more sensitive. She's gonna poke out. She's gonna say, "Lick me."
cup.
You ain't even gonna have to tell them. As soon as you open your legs, she's gonna go, "Lick me." I promise you. So
Yeah.
little cup, a little heat.
This is the only lesson I have, okay? So you get a cup of water, warm, and you know, you can even use your little measuring pour cup, because you know, therefore it, you know, shrinks
Contains
the splash
it,
and it
yes.
contains it going into the right place. And then you put a little soap, you know, toot, and then you just pour the water and you go rinse it off. Give
like
person in close.
It's like a vagina bidet.
Yeah, it's a ghetto fabulous bidet, but
Yeah,
it's
we
a
make it
bidet.
too. We make it too.
So
Yeah.
if I can ask for clarification, we're not sitting on the toilet. We're more so like straddling the toilet.
Oh no, you sitting on it. You sitting on
You
it like
sitting
this,
on it.
and then you pour. And you pour.
What happened to your lady
Yeah.
pose?
My lady pose. My lady pose.
Okay.
Cause she went straight to the. We both do the
listen.
same thing. We both said, "Wait, no, girl, you gotta go." That is crazy. You know, it is when you don't have access or whatever. It will do the trick.
I have never done that.
Me
Okay.
neither.
And if you wanna, you know,
So I'm gonna buy a little travel cup, because you know
Uh-huh.
I like to say international flights. Okay.
Yeah.
So instead of just taking fresh, I usually go and like get a paper towel in the bathroom. I have a towel with me because I use clean skin. Never mind. Let me not give plugs. But so I take this towelette that I had with me and I put a little fresh on it.
Okay.
And I wipe myself.
you can do that, yeah.
And then I have a second one that's just water on it, so I can take off
The fresh.
the suds.
Yes.
So that's what I normally do.
Yeah, me too.
But I really kind of like this idea that y'all talking about.
I
So
promise
maybe-
you. And start with the cool. Then hit it with heat. People don't understand that warmth generates blood flow. Like
Right,
when you get
right.
hot, while we say we in heat, it's literally because you're in heat. So if you want to
been in
sensitize
heat
your
for 2
clit
days.
just a little bit before you add any Ignite Me or anything, like, just give it some heat. Just give it some heat. She's going to get warm. She's going to get moist. She's going to turn into an easy bake oven ready to go. Little Caesar's hot and ready.
Ooh.
Okay? Anyway, back to what we were discussing.
Okay, so back to my story.
Y'all had a big food and sex. That was interesting.
So I'm gonna take my nice little shower. I'm gonna get some of the Seduce Me spray, because you know I want my pheromones. You know, then I'm gonna get my hot cakes and hit the lady parts, and then hit it along the little thigh so he can, you know, be led to the right direction when the time comes, right? And was this supposed to be about masturbation? Hold on, let me get back.
We was just building up a steamy story. I'm listening.
Okay.
Keep going. Build me up.
Okay, so now I got my pheromones on, and we're gonna go to the bedroom. And
Hold on, you said the pheromones. Let me make sure
Yeah.
we get some experiences in here, Davida. I want you to
Yeah.
feel the experience. Just
These are pheromones?
Yeah, that's the pheromone perfume.
Pheromones and-
Is that main attraction or?
oh baby, you already know. It's main attraction, right?
Yeah. Yeah. You like that?
You feeling nice?
You like that?
You know what?
Yeah, it smells
that
real
might have
good.
been where we messed up, because I did spray pheromones before the last conversation.
And that's when we got this.
Yep.
Yo,
So yesterday, remember how I was saying, if you just spray it around yourself, next thing you know, you feel the type. We just got case point proven here on A Business of Pleasure, because before the last conversation we had, I definitely hit the air with the pheromones.
Yeah.
Continue.
Okay. So got leading in the right direction, and then I like to start foreplay with head a lot of times. So I like what is it called? Silk, because that's the one that looks like cum.
It does.
So I like to dribble that from a high thing, and you
So
know
you can
I
see
give
a
a
drip.
good hand job, you know, and then
You said a good. Okay.
oh yeah, I give a good hand Yeah. And then I also really like Sweet on Me because I'm not a deep throater type. So I like the Sweet on Me to kind of help build up the saliva in my mouth.
In the mouth. It works
and,
so good.
Take a little bit more in. So that's kind of how my little night
How many caps we got in the chat by now?
Right.
I like to start off with the head, and I give a good hand job, and and I just like to put this.
I like to hold it up high and watch the semen
drip because I like to look at cum. But I'm innocent.
I am. That's just normal stuff.
Like I said,
that's very vanilla.
You know what?
That's very vanilla.
Straight cap on my left.
To my left here.
No,
I can tell you who is winning on Innocence. I can tell you that much. It ain't you, but you know.
And it's crazy though, because I feel like y'all low key started the episode and then hit tag. Because I don't even know who she is right now. She over here sitting there like
she
this,
gatekeeping and shit,
smiling like she running for president.
I didn't know I was gonna be storytelling.
And I know once upon a time, not long ago,
don't be putting all my business out there.
Because one thing I would say is that I love the fact that like when you see people's different personalities, a lot of times people feel like you can't be shy and still have it, or you know, it always looks like loud or whatever. And then you see the most this person walking there and like a savage take you out like a succubus. So don't sleep on the girls that do this.
Don't point at me, child.
No, that was a personal dig over here. That was a personal dig.
Well, she over here pointing fingers at me.
Well, it sounds like, you know.
I think between the two of y'all, we gonna tag team it, D. This you now.
Let me tell you, I'm in the perfect sandwich right here because I heard her mouth before, and you acting real quiet right now. But you are not innocent. You need to stop saying you innocent. The way you just described how you give head and that you walking around with your whole bag. This is, you know, I'm listening, but I don't judge. But I'm learning. Yeah, you not innocent. And you ain't neither.
I ain't said nothing that hasn't been vanilla yet. So y'all gotta wait till y'all really get the good stuff out of me to say that I'm not innocent. Because everything I've said is very vanilla.
That sounds like an invitation to get the good stuff out of her.
Exactly. I'm saying.
Okay. All right. Because you talking you know who you're talking to, right?
I do.
I will pull it out of you.
And you have permission to do so.
Oh, I love that. I love an eager consent. That was enthusiastic. We like consent that comes with enthusiasm. And if you saw the look she gave me her eyes, make sure y'all listen. Production, make sure you go back and give the eyes she gave when she said, and you have all my consent. I want that zoomed in, magnified so they can see all of that consent. But I want to kind of shift gears because we know there's a lot of people who have like questions about how to get themselves off, and people don't realize that like masturbation can be a direct pathway into being able to tell someone else how to satisfy you. And I do have one quick question though. Have any of you guys ever masturbated in front of your partner?
Yes.
Unanimous.
Yes.
Tell me, if you're comfortable, what you feel like that experience was for you, but maybe also what you think it was for them.
I like to do it when he pisses me off because it's you can't touch me, but you about to watch me touch myself.
It's giving a little bit dominatrix. It sounds like fun. I call that punishment.
Yeah. You pissed me off. We had a fight. We had an argument. And then you come into the room and watch me have fun. And then you get excited and it's like, don't touch me.
I was about to say, I would get real excited if I just walked in.
Yeah, just don't,
but
don't
some
touch
people,
me. Watch.
some people have a kink too for that deprivation. Yeah, who is like being denied is a thing.
And
like,
sometimes I might just start a fight just so he can watch.
Oh.
Do you get something out of him watching?
Of course, all the time. All the time.
So do I.
So does that make her a masochist?
It makes her more of a sadist. Actually.
Okay.
A masochist is the person that's on the receiving end of said pleasure / pain, right? Because you do have sensual masochists and you have sensual sadists. And so let me give some clarity, because I know we throwing these words around and y'all
I don't
like,
even know what the heck is.
she said she was gonna sit here and smile and go, So
I'm about to go home and start a fight.
Like, wait.
Right. So a person who derives pleasure from the pain, like they like to have certain things done to them, being spanked, being choked, all this type. You got a little bit of masochist in you, but there are some people who are like extreme, and there are some people who are sensual masochists. I'm definitely one of them, where I like to challenge myself to take as much as I can. Like, don't give in until he tells me let go, or you could come, and you have my permission. I'm gonna restrain because I get a pleasure out of it. But the sadist is the person who gets the kick out of doing it, right? So either they enjoy putting you through the torture or through the pain or the pleasure within the pain. These are the guys who like to eat you, and then you came and they still eating you, and then you came and then they still eating you. God bless you, by the way.
Oh yes.
You okay?
I wish nothing but a peace and abundance into your life, prosperity, and all of the good things. But there are some people who really get a kick out of seeing those reactions, watching you fight and trying to get you to resist. So it's sadistic. But in this case, she's getting a kick out of denying him, right? Making him watch, but you can't touch.
You can't touch.
So that
Yeah.
Sadist.
She's the sadist. It's a little sadism up in there. Interesting. Very interesting.
So I have a nickname that I gave myself.
Ooh.
Masochist Mo. I was asked at a party once. I mean, not a party, a bedroom candy event. I think Anisha was hosting an event, and she's like, everybody got to give like their nicknames and da da da. And I was like, Masochist Mo. I like that.
You like to be the one receiving
Yeah.
all of it. Would you define yourself as someone who likes being pushed to like your pleasure boundary, or are you okay with a little bit of like pain, I want to say pain, but like impact, where it might be flogging or
I like
paddles
impact
and
a
all of that?
lot.
Yeah. What does it do
Still
for you?
innocent, guys.
We're
Still
stepping
innocent.
out of a very vanilla space. I want to let you guys know we're definitely a little Napolitan. We're switching to strawberry and chocolate.
Neapolitan.
All of that, right? What I want to know from you, I said it wrong. You said that right. I want to know why masochism.
I don't know. I just really like the pain side of it, in a sense. And it gets me excited when I can be dominated in that sense. Like I had a partner once, and he didn't know anything about it. He's like, well, what is it that you want? And I'm like, well, you really want to know what I want? And then I'll tell you. And so at this time, there was like not much in my house. So I went to go get this like twister mat, and I lay it on the floor, and then I get like, what is it? Chain reaction. I put it in ice. So it was like the temperature plate as well.
Chain reaction, y'all, is a necklace, but it is like a metal flogger necklace. So you can wear it like a necklace, but it's a flogger. And so you cooled it.
Yes.
Cooled it. She made it cold. Okay. Yes, ma'am.
What's up?
Yes, ma'am.
What's a flogger?
Hold on. Didn't you get flogged yesterday? No? Oh, that was somebody else.
So did you see when they were kind of swinging? Floggers or typically you're going to see the second instrument for impact. That's the first thing. So when I say impact, you know how some people like getting that thing smacked and all that kind of stuff. Well, floggers are kind of made in a way to give different impact. They come in a lot of different materials, right? Typically, a lot of them you see in like a version of a leather, and it kind of looks like tassels hanging from a handle. Yeah. So that's a flogger, and it's used to deliver impact sensations by hitting, swinging, kind of, if you real if you know
I was wearing chain reaction yesterday. Did you see my necklace yesterday? Yes. That was chain reaction.
That was a flogger. But it was designed to not look like a flogger. It's a necklace. You can wear it with a dress. You can wear it in a fancy space. But if you take it off your hand and you grab that metal part in the center, you'll realize you're holding a small mini metal flogger.
That's very creative.
Yeah.
We want to make sure that when you wear your accessories, those who know will know, but those who don't know ain't gotta know nothing. Okay, so
I'm listening. This is a great story. Go ahead.
it's a story she was supposed to tell when I asked her to give us a story, apparently, right? Come on, keep it up.
So just like the flogger and the paddle, it was kind of like the intensity of it hitting me was just it. I just get so much joy out of that. It brings me a lot of pleasure. Like I wouldn't say I came from it, but very close to it.
Okay,
Like from the pain that it was
that I was delivering
That I was
to you.
delivering,
A lot of people don't realize that the pain response, what a lot of times people are feeling is when you drive yourself with things that can be slightly painful, not uncomfortable to the point that you can't take nothing, but slightly painful. So that could be pinching the nipples. Right, because technically when you pinch the nipples, it's a slight bit of pain. Because anytime you're experiencing pain, the minute the pain stops, what hits you next? Pleasure. You're gonna get a pleased sensation from the relief.
Okay, I got another story.
I'm here.
Yes.
So you talked about the nipple thing. So before I realized I like nipple play as much as I do, I like kept telling this guy like harder, like bite it harder. And at the time, it was just very pleasurable. And then afterwards, it was like, damn, that shit kind of hurt.
Yes.
So it was like an opposite
Reverse
of what you just said.
Yes. So you you felt the pain hit you after.
Right.
You probably got bit too hard. Yeah.
But it was great at the time.
It is a lot of nerve endings up in these bad boys here. But yeah, it's what you might want to do next time is have compresses nearby immediately after to soothe.
Form of aftercare.
Yeah, it could be to warm me up.
Yeah.
You could take the warm me up. That's our heated, like reusable heating pad, like a massager. But you can have a nice little heating thing, and as soon as you finish, soothe it right away.
Right.
I know y'all, I be really giving all my whole tricks away, but I do some things.
No,
okay?
you just putting that
educate.
clinical
Trying to help the people
sexologist. You just out here providing information for
I'm
the
trying to
folks.
make sure, because people don't understand, like sometimes we have an experience and then we don't enjoy it in full, and then we count it out.
Right.
And we don't try it a different way. And it's like, well, if you liked what it felt like in the beginning, but you just didn't like that after pain, then let's deal with the after pain and eliminate that by soothing it so that it's all pleasure.
Right.
It's like even your tickle spots, if somebody do it, it make you hoo-hoo, like a little Pillsbury damn dough something. But if a person is playing with your tickle spots while fingering you or eating you out or anything else, it's going to completely transition the entire egg. It's going to heighten it. You're going to be more sensitive, and you're going to be, like, oh, why is this so elevated? Because we're unlocking more sensory stem. So people get so locked in to one way everything.
Yeah.
Can't do that at my house, baby.
I got a question. So how would you know, and any one of y'all can answer this, that you are either a sadist, I hope I said that
sadist.
right.
Oh,
Sadist,
or a masochist.
Or a masochist. Like, how do you know, like, how did you test that out? Like, oh, I like pain when I'm having sex. Like, how did you figure that out about yourself? Or how do you figure out, like, oh, I'm the opposite? Like, I'm just curious, because I'm just the basic, I'm pretty sure there's people just like myself, we're pretty simple, stick with the basic charts, the basic, doggy style seems freaky to me, you know what I mean?
Okay.
But this is starting to find out more about your body. Like, how did you say, yeah, I want that done?
So let me ask you a question. You said you like doggy style?
Yes.
So if they're hitting it, the feeling of their body coming against your cheeks, how does that feel to you?
It feels
Like,
good.
do you like?
I like the sound more than anything. I think
So,
it's
sensory.
the sound that
sensory.
gets me.
Okay, so we got a sense of sight that gets stimulated. But let me ask you this: if they were giving you doggy, but they wasn't fully coming into contact with you every time, would you like that?
No.
So the impact of their body hitting
Is
you
with a-
is a
yeah.
form of impact. 9 times out of 10, to figure out what your kinks are, figure out what the vanilla things you like, and then figure out how to take that up. So if you like the feeling of y'all colliding, then you might like the feeling of me smacking, or you might like the feeling of me flogging, or you might like the feeling of me paddling. So you just test it with different materials, and you take it up. You take it up from there.
And that's what I was going to say too, because I started playing with toys very young. And so a lot of times they say that desensitizes your vagina. So it takes me a while to come. So like when I like to make my man, watch me and stuff, I come quicker. So it's just certain things what can make me come quicker, because the usual, missionary or doggy style, that does nothing for me. I need a little extra kink to get me to come quicker. And so I learned that through experience, because I just can't just do missionary and doggy style and that's it. No, that's nothing to me. That's more like foreplay. I need the extra kink. I need the extra toys or something like that to make me come faster. Yeah.
Okay, I want to try that. Keep the toys in front.
Yeah, always ask yourself, start with what you like. If you like the lights on, right, then figure out how you might want to shift the coloring. If you don't like the lights on, you might like a blindfold, right? So it's kind of looking at it from that perspective and taking it from there. You said you like the sound.
Yes.
right? You'd be surprised. There are people who play sex sounds or certain things just while they're also in it because it feels
While they're
like you're
moaning.
surrounded by the moans and
The groans.
The growls,
The-
the growls.
Yeah.
Y'all ever had somebody hum
yeah.
on y'all clit?
Yes.
Absolutely.
That shit
Yes.
is amazing.
Absolutely. And that's vibration.
Yeah.
That's vibrato right
You
there.
put a vibe in your mouth and give head while you have the vibrator in your mouth.
In your mouth? I've only put it on my cheek. Would
No,
you
I
put it
put-
in
Well,
the
you
mouth?
know what I did? You see how you got that collar on? Can I borrow it? I'll show you something real quick. I'm knocking stuff over, but let me get.
Oh, I do like this trick. I think I know.
Yeah, this is what I
think I know.
I gotta make me over.
Yes,
I would take something like make me over because it has this strap, and because I like being in a collar and stuff like that too. I would strap it through here just like that,
Throat baby.
right? And then I would put the collar back on
Okay.
like such, and I would have the vibration on, right? And I would use that to.
When you give it,
Every time he hit
Yeah.
the back of my throat, he's gonna feel every bit. Well, you're gonna feel the vibration in my whole mouth.
Yeah.
But when he hits the back of my throat, obviously where the
more
vibration is
intense.
direct, it's gonna take it even higher up. But it also kind of soothes the throat because it's vibration on your throat, so it desensitizes you from the gag response. So But I will say this to you: if you do this to a person, make sure you really want them to stay around because this is the type of stuff that gets you stalked.
Okay, so I got
Ain't
a question.
nobody else strapping vibrators to their throat while saying
I just want you to know.
That's what I was about to say.
Like that's exactly what I was about to say. Like, so I'm just gonna strap the vibrator to my throat.
Well,
Listen, baby.
I would tell him,
Like, that's my new necklace.
and I would just say,
Put some bedazzle that shit.
I want to try some. I want, you know what I'm
Yo.
saying? And if it's just you and your partner, who else is there to be, in your business? You do what you do. Here, baby, I'm
You can leave it on
sorry.
the
Let me
table.
give you a
That's
collar. I don't want you to be feeling like you ain't getting what you need. But Make Me Over is one of the most versatile products we have. I can find
yeah.
7 ways to use that one right there.
I take that one to pamper parties. When people just want to do a pamper party, I'd be like, all right, cool. That's the one toy that I take. And I give them shoulder massages, a hand massage.
And you just let them know
Arms.
subtly.
You can also.
And I
can
also
also-
use it because I'm not an anal person per se, but when I was playing with it a little bit, that's not being inserted, but it's still a vibe on the anus, and so it's just, I played with the little back door a little bit, so it's just I can put the vibe back there because I don't put all my business out there, but when I was being introduced to it, just put a little vibe back there.
Where
and
you
see
putting it?
on the
Like-
ass. Yeah,
Like all the way down there?
yeah, girl.
But was that?
The way she said, yeah, girl, like where else?
So is that what is I want to understand the purpose or like
You
is
feel
it-
the vibration.
Is it before or after intaking?
Before.
Got it.
So we
To
just
help-
talked
is it
about
gonna
how
assist the
you
relaxation?
ever hold. Okay, we're gonna get a little interactive. And Davida, I want to bring you in on this. Mic drop is hands down most powerful toy, right, in the collection. It's on high right now, right? If you just sit with this, you can see the vibration off of my fingers touching it, right? So if you was to just hold this for a little while, right, and just hold it, keep talking and hold it and hold it and hold it, eventually your hand, the vibration of your hand, you'll let it go, you'll still feel it in your hand. So that desensitizing vibration you still feel when you remove the toy and now you go in with said penis, object, whatever, your body is still having the residual vibration moving. It helps ease the transition. Yeah. Mic drop is actually really good for it because they can do it from high.
I haven't tried it with
then
Mike.
back it up.
I haven't tried it with Mic Drop. I have tried it with King.
Okay. Yeah. So you desensitize a little bit, just a little bit, and it feels good. It makes it feel a little bit more pleasurable or whatever the case is. So, I might have, press and hold the power button.
For 3
Oh
seconds.
yeah, I'm holding that. Oh,
Powerful, right?
that's pretty wild.
It's like a, and then that one has the memory. Let me see, baby. Hold on. I think I cut it off. Hold on. Hold on. We done killed the mic.
Killed the
Oh
mic.
no, it came back. It came back. Oh, he said, I'm gonna give you 5 seconds. We done killed the damn mic, y'all.
Oh,
That
shit.
mic
Mic drop.
back up.
But you know what? We can do this with candy
another
kisses. Yeah, or something. We can do it with candy kisses, or you know what? The Lux collection. The Lux collection, because the motors in these are a lot stronger than that one. So I'm gonna put it up a little bit.
Well, this feels good. So this goes in here like this. I mean, sorry, I'm supposed to be in my lady seat.
Oh, it goes in. Yeah, if you notice, right, it curves to the G spot. But if you pull it, it's very flexy. Like you can lift. Yeah, so it's gonna conform. What I like that for too is it's real good for when you have a partner with you because they can use that for the G spot, but it's flexed because the nozzle is flexible. They can still lick the clit, and it's a little bit more natural. A lot of times, if a guy's trying to use a toy here when they're in that sniper position, it's uncomfortable. So what this allows them to do is kind of just flick the wrist like this from on top, while they can still be licking and whatnot. So it's got, I'm gonna give you the motion. I got you. So
I was trying to figure it
yeah,
out.
so pretend this is my vagina. They're just hitting it like that, right? They can still be licking and hitting it just like that at the same time. They'll be this way, obviously, but because this moves out the way.
So it's like a double punch.
Yeah, so I can still hit it like that while I'm licking and licking and licking.
Or I
right.
hold it for
Yeah.
them and let him
Or
do
you-
all
yeah,
the work.
let
I hold
them-
it for him and then he do all the work.
Do all the other stuff, yeah. So the fact that it got that bendiness to it, but yeah, the vibration is going to help with the desensitizing, just a little something. This to me, a lot of women who talk about they can't squirt.
I've learned how to do it on command.
I can't even squirt.
Okay, please tell me more.
I've learned how to
to me
Tell me more.
I only squirted once in my entire
So
life.
you have
Usually, most women do it on accident. They don't even realize.
You have-
It was accident.
you
I
have
stopped
to
myself.
you
I was
have
scared.
to empty your bladder, of course,
Yes.
before, and it's a certain. He knows how to hit the G spot. So I empty my bladder, but I also drink a lot of water. And so when I know I want to, squirt on command, and like I say, the basic shit don't just get me up. It'd be that extra shit. So I drink maybe 2 bottles of water, but I make sure I empty my bladder. When he's hitting the G spot, I have to put my leg all the way back in order to come and squirt. And so I'm very flexible. I can do it now.
Okay.
Put my leg all the way back, and I tell him to hold it, or we have the handcuffs, and I'll put the handcuffs on the ankle, or the play with me straps, and put it on the headboard.
I feel like a proud mother.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And it will only happen when one leg is down here and the other leg is restrained to the headboard. And
And your body can squirt.
yeah.
With squirting, you got to put your body on an angle sometimes.
Yes.
Because you want to help the fluid travel out and in a natural flow. The way the inner workings is curved and things. But the other thing is with squirting, you could practice like the same way we was doing that. You want to practice breathing in, and once you get a good breath in, breathe in real quick. You feel how she tightened up. So while now you don't have to keep that up tight as it, right? You just do the breath in and then squeeze it, and then keep doing everything you're doing, because it's gonna squeeze and tighten. So it's gonna give it a lot more contact to the G spot. When you feel like you can't take it no more, that's when we're gonna.
And it's a muscle. So
You feel how she pushed out?
I do a lot of Kegels. You have to strengthen the muscles. Like I do Kegels all the time. Just all the time. So you're strengthening that muscle.
But even if you just literally did breath work and sat there and just all day going, if you got the right song on,
Y'all got me fucking this couch up right now.
Right.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel so sorry for this couch. This couch is pregnant at this point. I'm literally just been rotating and breathing and riding the hell out of this couch. I'm so sorry, couch. It's gonna be a little wet spot right here when I get up, but don't mind it.
but that's
Don't
what
mind
I
it.
tell people. If you want to like take your head out of it, just put the good songs that make you want to grind. And every time you push forward in your grind, breathe out. That's how you push in. And you're gonna feel her. You're gonna feel her. She gonna be there. But a lot of people don't realize you can't squirt on command if you can't hold in the buildup.
Yeah.
So sometimes because their pelvic floor is not really strengthening, they don't get a full tight squeeze. It's almost like a water balloon, right? You fill it with water. We gotta clamp it just like that to hold that water in, and then only the deepest or strongest force is gonna push out or make it burst out. So a lot of times they fill in the balloon, but because their pelvic floor isn't tight, it's not squeezing it and keeping the water in. So it's trickling out just as much as, like it ain't filling up. It ain't filling up. So that's why you ain't getting because it's like, no, baby, you got to strengthen that muscle.
Like, so all right, so basically when I was born, full disclosure, that K word I can't say, how you say it again? Kegels. So that muscle was always weak. Like I had a very bad bladder, whatever. I had to, I literally had a doctor's note.
in school. Like if I gotta go to the bathroom or something, I gotta go because it wasn't strong enough. And I think like the first time I ever squirted, the first and only time I ever squirted, I was actually, funny enough, on a couch, and he was giving me oral, and it surprised the hell out of me. Like I was really scared, but it was good scared. You know what I'm saying? It was like a scared nervous, but like, yeah, but I want to keep going. I want it to happen, but what the fuck is that? Like, I know what it is. Yeah, I was like, I don't know what that is, but I want to keep going.
Listen, y'all better than me. I got up and ran to the bathroom so quick. I didn't, because I thought I had to pee. I was like, I gotta pee. Got up and ran. He was like,
Oh,
and when I got back to the bed, he was like, "You're about to squirt," and I was like, "Was I though?"
Yeah, like,
but I got it. And he was like, "Yeah, don't do that shit no more."
So
I threw a whole couch out for that squirt, baby.
When it comes to this is a Kegel exerciser, right? Okay. So this Crush, Love Life Crush is the name of this product, right? With Love Life Crush, you see how it has this little piece here that is designed to help once you put it into your vagina. It's almost like a tampon, it look like, right? Yeah. Once you put it in, this kind of cuffs the vaginal wall to keep it right in place, right? What these two balls have is a little weight to them, but also there's vibration in them, right? So it connects to this app, right? Mm-hmm. Or if you're using it for play, you would connect it to the other app, which that one you can use it to like a sex toy for your G-spot. And that is something that can be controlled by you or your partner. Now, your partner could be in another country.
Yes. Jesus.
And control your toy. And it has features where y'all can FaceTime each other in the app and message each other in the app, so they can actually see the reactions while they're doing it too if you're not near each other. Mm-hmm. But you don't have to use those features. You can, that's an option. But there's one on there that allows you to vibrate it to music, like a playlist.
Spotify.
Or you can use the mic feature.
Upgraded.
And upgraded, baby.
Like,
whole nother thing.
We don't play it bedroom candy.
You can use the microphone on it, and the microphone allows your partner to talk into it, and then what they say, their words become vibration to your vagina, and you're like they can literally talk to it. So there's a bunch of other settings. You can DJ it, all that kind of stuff. But with the Kegel exercise, when you use the fitness app, right? What's gonna happen is there's different workouts. First timer, sexy trainer, mom to be, new mom, flow control, which would be for bladder, and then virtuoso. Essentially, you starting out, you would start there. If sexy trainer is if you do a lot of work and you're sitting a lot, you find yourself always like at a desk or whatever, that means that your body is not getting the natural motion and movement it needs for your vagina to get that unintentional workout that it would get every day. So that would help strengthen people who sit for long periods. Mom to be is obvious. Got a baby in there. And a new mom means she tries to snap that thing back. Okay. All right. But the flow control will help with bladder control and incontinence that we eventually all women deal with at some point in life later too. And then virtuoso is what will help you get the strength in your PC muscles for things like those squirt orgasms. And it has a whole dashboard, right? So I love this app for 2 reasons, 3 reasons, 4, 5 reasons, is that when people use it, it's going to give you a score. It's going to give you initial pressure, endurance, control, max strength. You can literally tell them how tight it is and show it, right? There's a receipt when I say this coochie's snatched. I can show you the snatch. What it is, this initial pressure is when you first squeeze, how strong is that first grab, right? So that's the first measure that you're going to get. Endurance is how long can you hold your thing tight, right? So that's what's going to help with that. What she was talking about, holding it, and when he say come, you could let it go, right? And
I'll
then
be over here holding it.
Yes.
No, yes.
Your control, it means that sometimes, you know how when you squeeze something after a while you start shaking? It's how long are you able to hold that build up without your vagina starting to feel like, oh, please let me let it go, please, yes. And then your maximum strength is how your initial, literally the tightness of your grab. So it's gonna measure how tight you're squeezing around it. And you're going to get analytics on your vajayjay.
Now that's
The coochie
The coochie facts is what I call it. It's what I call it is the coochie facts.
these my coochie facts. Huh?
Yeah, and check the facts, right?
The wellness coochie facts.
A lot of women don't realize, like especially younger girls, they think you got to wait until you get to that certain point in life. Let me tell you something. If you don't do it now, you're going to have a harder time later. Work that thing out. Take that coochie to the gym. Okay.
Work the muscles. Work
the muscles. Yes.
Especially the folk that work.
So I
work from
just
home.
wanted to ask you guys real quick, because I know that you guys have a product out here or something, which we talked about mic drop a little bit, but I want to ask, because I happened, we had a conversation about men. Excuse me, let me fix that. We've talked a lot about women's pleasure, but we haven't talked about masturbation for men. So I want to ask if one of you guys can talk a little bit to pleasure products so that men can also enjoy the month of masturbation.
Yes. Okay, can I do that one?
Oh, please.
I was staring at you.
Absolutely. We absolutely want the most innocent one in the room to do it.
Yeah. Well, hold on. In that case, it's not me. It's her.
No, it's definitely you.
So I want to bring out Sidekick. First off, Sidekick comes in this nice box. So this can sit on your dresser with your cologne and be very discreet. It's a nice cylinder box, and it can just hang out there. And this is what Sidekick looks like, okay? Sidekick is your masturbation sleeve that's closed-ended. You're going to be able to feel all of the things that you would feel in a vagina out of Sidekick. It has these nice nodules on the inside that I really, really like. They're so soft. It's made out of body safe silicone and it stretches a lot. So the hole may look small, but it widens. Okay. So I'm going to show you here on my Buddy Vitamin D Plus, this little chocolate thing here. Yes.
I love that, man.
Okay.
I love that toy.
I was
So,
like, I love
if
my
you can hand me
vitamins.
that lube right
I
there.
love my vitamins.
I know what I said. I know who I love, but for 2 seconds I looked at him and I forgot where I was.
You forgot where you was.
I got what you were saying. It's nothing like a D though.
I know that's what I meant though, because I'm blessed and highly favored. I want to thank you, God, for blessing me with a vitamin D of my own every night in my Anyway,
Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna
All
have
right.
to purchase one.
So we are going to use a lube. Anytime you're using a masturbation sleeve, you always want to make sure you have a lube because we ain't trying to tear that man up or we don't want him tearing himself up. Okay.
yeah, absolutely.
So we are going to first off. Oh, thank you. You're such a good girl. Okay. So
Did you like that? Did you like how that felt?
So we're gonna put a little bit here in the sleeve. We're also gonna dribble a little bit on the tip because I want to play with it a little bit.
I got my mouth
Thank you.
watering and shit.
All right. So I like to start
Circle
with a
it. Yes,
tease.
right. You bet.
Little circle on the tip.
Give that frenulum a little love.
Ooh, ooh,
Your frenulum is your frenulum.
Yes. So I like to start with the tip and kind of like just work the tip for a little bit. Okay. And then gradually take yourself down. Okay. My favorite part about this.
Can you bring that closer to the mic? Because I
Yeah,
hear it from here and I want to make
Oh,
sure they
yeah.
do too.
Oh, yeah.
Because they.
Ooh.
Ooh,
You hear that? You hear that?
Sounds like a wop.
Yeah.
That sounds like a good
Yeah.
wop.
Yeah. Okay. So we want to then take it all the way down. Okay. And do your thing with it, right? You hear the sounds?
It's
Y'all,
like,
anything like me, I love a good sound.
I love
okay?
that mac and cheese
Love
sound.
that. Love
Dripping,
that.
dripping,
okay?
baby.
You
You
still
I
dripping.
know. I
You
know.
dripping, baby.
I know.
All on you.
Yeah.
Catch some of that, yeah.
Catch it? Okay.
Need a bib?
So I'm the only one who actually slob a knob through sidekick.
Yes, you are.
Yes.
Yes, you are.
Yes.
Y'all don't see. So when you pull it down like
So
that,
this is my favorite part.
You
This is
don't
what
see
I
the
was gonna say.
definition on it.
I do. That's
You don't want to
how-
put your mouth on it.
I
wanna
do.
put my mouth on the real thing.
No, you. When I tell you that the material of the texture followed by the pressure of your mouth on top, and you just take just give it a good grip at the base,
Yeah.
all the way at the bottom to constrict the blood, so all of it rushes up to the head. Once you got it in the head, I then want you to go ahead, put your mouth around that top, and then you're gonna just pop your lips around it while you still stroke the sleeve. Okay, and then when you think you're done, I want you to keep that motion going while you then switch and put that mouth on the balls. Okay. And I want you to up and down, lick them. I'm telling you,
I
sidekick.
think you must pass that to her. 'Cause this example, I was trying
Yeah.
I'm trying to get it.
and I
Yeah.
was trying and say it again.
So, give me the thing.
Okay.
Oh, this is slippery.
Yes, it is
Slippery when
Caution,
wet.
slippery when wet. Yes. So the way it comes down and defines over here on the shaft.
Yeah, I like that.
You want to give the base a good grab, because when you give the base, it's like making your finger into a makeshift cock ring. So all the blood that's up here is going to stay, and they're not going to decrease in hardness, because you want that thing to be vital. But the way this is here, you see how I can still get a lot of sensation on the
I see what you
frenulum?
mean, because some people who
see?
give head don't like swallowing.
Exactly. So they can give him everything that he needs. They still giving him all of that. They giving all of those motions. You can even come from this angle here with it. Trust me, the finger placement changes the sensation here versus here. Right?
Okay.
So now I'm giving 4 finger presses against the most sensitive part of his penis while I'm coming up. And I'm coming just like that, right? But you can literally keep the sleeve here and with your mouth the same way that you're giving, but he's feeling everything in here, everything in there. And if he comes, like you said, if you're the kind of girl who don't like to see come, he can come into the sleeve.
I'll get too
and afterwards you
excited
take
and
that
snatch
baby
that
and
thing off.
slash it off, clean up the mess in the sink.
I'm not cleaning up.
You know,
I give it to him.
I've taken it and just
I have to. I have to.
I want him to watch it. That's you, daddy. down my throat. I do, because men are visual. They're so visual.
Yeah.
They're visual first. So when you give that visual, it's an excitement.
Yeah.
It sparks them and lets you know you enjoy what they're doing. But yeah, you can use this, like I said. And if you want the full coverage, you can even basket weave through
See,
it.
I do that with the helping
Right?
hand.
Nope. All of that motion happens here too, baby. Yes.
Wash.
These are expert hands. Let me pass this back because I'm getting a little bit of what they
Excitement.
call it, muscle memory. Something coming back to me. But anyway, that is a lot. So it's okay, man. Don't worry about it. That right there is guys.
How she do that?
You need it. Okay, get
That
you.
was what it was?
Yeah, just
Oh,
give
okay.
it a little.
It's the hands.
Yeah,
Got you.
yeah.
No, but I think
yeah.
I might use it in my demos for women who don't like to swallow.
Yes.
For women who don't like to swallow. Yeah.
I just like looking at this.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you a way a guy could use it while giving oral too, right? Because you see how it's full coverage. If he's laying in a sniper position,
Oh,
what is he
yeah.
doing? He's laying on his dick. So get it hard. Slide the sleeve on it with the lube in it, and then let him come between, like, you know, licking between your legs. But now the sleeve is on him, so as he's kind of like bringing his face on you, he's kind of gliding himself into the sleeve,
Coming into that.
So
but I like to
because
see
he's,
come, so
because
I don't,
he's-
that won't do nothing.
I'm talking
for-
about
Oh yeah.
while
okay.
you getting head, you coming.
Got it.
Maybe you gonna see your cum. But that's one way that, like, the guy could get pleasure while he's giving you head, the same way we sometimes use toys on ourselves,
Right.
while they're, you know, each one teach one.
You know, a man can do that to himself. And if he's
That's
saying,
Right.
And I say for the sidekick, the reason why it's the sidekick, because baby, like, that's the only side you might approve of in your bedroom. If you in a monogamous relationship, this becomes the side piece. Okay, so you know, we well, I'll say this, y'all. This has been a very interesting. Hold on. This has been such a good conversation. Let me ask you this, Davida. Do you feel as though you got some information that you can take to the bank and do a little something with during this merry month of May?
Yes, I definitely get a lot of information. I think that sidekick would be my best friend because I am not afraid to say that I don't like seeing semen. Proud and happily. That's
I'm happy
just
that
me.
you know. You know
like,
that's your
I know
boundary.
myself. I know soon as I see it, it's game over. It's Sahara Desert.
Sahara Desert. I was about to say.
It's game
You
over.
see the tumbleweed
Yes.
running through.
So sad. Peace fingers. So I like the sidekick because that definitely helps me with my dilemma of seeing.
Right.
And so I graduate and, you know, I'm on baby steps right now. But I definitely learned a lot. But I also learned a lot about my own body that I didn't even know there was an actual toy that can help me tighten my actual muscles. So thank you. This lesson was on point. Okay. I mean, thank you for your innocence in showing me stuff.
I didn't do nothing. This
Okay,
whole
thank
episode.
you for your shyness. I appreciate it. But no, it was amazing lesson to learn. I mean, I like the sidekick for sure. And I definitely gonna get that keloid machine because I obviously need
She said
it.
keloid machine.
Kilo. Listen.
She says a different K
I
word.
say a different.
every
It's about to be Kellogg's Frosted Flakes at the rate I'm going. Because it's been a different K word every time I go to say it, honey.
You know how I tell people to remember it? Where does the key go? Kegel.
Key go.
Put the key. Where does the key go? Right.
Key go.
Plugs in. Goes in.
Key. Oh, key go.
Key go.
Key go. Oh, just add the L. Okay, cool. Key go. It sounds crazy when I say it, but key go. I'm gonna keep doing it. Key go. Like y'all know what I mean? That thing in between, you know, that tightens the muscle, holds the penis. That shit. Okay. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Like I learned a lot about holding that. I like this right here. That that vibration is wow.
It's very strong.
So I mean, y'all going. I feel like I went from like level 1. I realized my sex life is really like -0 sitting with you guys. And,
That's negative.
Because the education was really like, damn, this is why I can't keep a man. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. But now I do. So let's see what happens now.
You can't say that because I don't keep one either, and I know a thing or 3.
Yeah. Okay. And it's you just the same person that told me you was in the city a few minutes ago.
She done. We already know that we got caps flying. This is
straight caps,
fedoras,
straight
baseball caps, all kind of caps.
Now I'm being the caption anonymous, responding to everybody. Forget you. You're not on my side. What you talking about? Not my side, but you're not on her side.
I cannot. I would love, ladies, please plug yourself for our Money Making Monday. Let them know how they can connect with you. If you have other companies, businesses, brands, promote your stuff, talk what you talk. And Davida, please also make sure they know where to connect with you too as well, sis. All right.
Okay, well, I am Love Jones, and recently I started my business VitaVixen because I'm all about supplements and taking probiotics because a healthy coochie is a delicious coochie. And so a lot of women will wait until they, feel something or see something to try and get antibiotics to clear it up. Ladies, let's be proactive. Let's take our probiotics because I've learned, like I said, the diet plays a part into it. Supplements play a part into it. And like I said, it's a big difference. I've been taking supplements, probiotics, not supplements. I've been taking probiotics for about 3 months, and I've asked, can you see and taste the difference? And they can. So I have my own collection of supplements, VitaVixen. I started the Vixen Vault because people tend to, stereotype, oh, she's a freak, oh, she nasty, or she's this and this and that. And it's like, no, I'm not a freak. It's not a negative, title, but I'm a vixen. And I got a group of women that we feel comfortable talking about sex. And it's a community where we, just express ourselves sexually and, just explore different things.
I love that. Yes. I love that. Yes. Okay. Okay, whatever order.
I like that.
I like it a lot.
I'm going to be real simple, okay? First of all, thank you, Bedroom Candy Consultants, because y'all done got my whole life, okay? I done got a little lesson. I might be able to keep a man. I don't know. I might be very asexual and excited about it, okay? Because these toys is
enough
giving.
To give you what you need.
These toys are giving, okay? But I'm Davida D. You can follow me on Instagram at I am Davida.D. I am a comedian, a comedic entertainer, an audience warm-up entertainer in the sense of like, well, if you've been to any shows like TV shows, that's what the audience warm-up is. That's who I do. You could definitely follow me so you can find out all of the shows that I'm producing. I produce several comedy shows. I'm producing the comedy show this month in May for women, and it's made.
That's what you're doing.
You know what it is. It's Mother's Day. You got to do some comedy shows. Yeah. So I'm producing those shows. Also, I got some TV shows coming out. So definitely check it out and follow me. And hanging out with you guys, I'm gonna be like Bedroom Candy official soon. Okay? Because listen, this has been an amazing experience, and you're making me very comfortable with my sexuality. I have a sexuality transition that I've went through, and this is making me very comfortable in learning my body and getting to know myself. So I appreciate it because this is a very uncomfortable conversation usually for me, unless I'm cracking jokes in comedy. But when it's like my real life, I turn into like a complete introvert. Like I act like I'm like, yeah, I know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. So I appreciate y'all for educating me. I really do. And I hope, whoever's watching this, that's probably just as thinking what you're doing in the bedroom, but you really don't. Y'all got the same information. So yeah. I want to thank you guys, like, for real.
That's the goal.
I appreciate
it's not supposed to feel uncomfortable,
right?
Yeah, that's why it's important that we do what we do, because it takes the stigma out of it and puts the sexy in.
It sure does. Like, I had a comedy show called Happy Endings because I love a happy ending. But the reality is, I need to learn how to give a happy ending, apparently. So
I'm like Marvin Sapp. Close the doors, lock the doors. Nobody's leaving until I come.
Okay. Hear that? Okay. What's up, my girl Mo? Talk to him.
All right. On all social media platforms, I am Bedroom Candy with Mo. Here in Atlanta, I host and curate small, intimate events. So I do like cocktail making classes, and I'm looking to expand that and make it a little bit more. And you can book me for a party. You can book me for speaking engagements. I've done speaking engagements as well on intimacy and exploring your body and trying to figure out what it is that you like, what it is that you may want. And I'm going to ask Kasha for something.
You want something from me?
Yeah.
What can I do for you?
I need you to help me explore this masochist side of me.
you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
A little bit more. So give me some tips. If you know some folks that can help me out, I'm gonna need that.
I think the best. How much have you explored it by yourself? Like with just you?
I don't.
So the simplest way to start with exploring your ability to handle a lot or take a lot is actually how, we were talking with LaDonia and Noni about constantly coming back and coming back and coming back. So grab about 3 or 4 toys that are known to really do something for you. Don't start with mic drop because we know that's bull already. End with mic drop. But I want you to challenge yourself to tolerate every toy on the highest level, right, for as long as you can handle it. And every time you feel like giving out, I want you to be the sadist to your own masochist and tell yourself you can take it, you innocent, nasty bitch. Right? But the point is, talk yourself into tolerating it until you can. And after you release, pick up the next toy and start again.
Wow.
And then pick up the next toy and start again.
3 to 4?
And then pick up the next.
That's a lot of time.
And the goal will be for you to endure the sensation and the pleasure all the way through to the big dog. If you can get through that, call me after, and I'm gonna take you to the next phase.
So you just look in the mirror and practice. You know how I
And am I
practice my
going
muscles?
there
I
with each
practice my
one?
facial expressions in the
Like,
mirror.
I want you to.
I need to take it to the O?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like people want to try stuff with other people, right? And the thing is, you have to understand what your boundary levels. When we talk about kink and exploring, how are you going to know what your safe level or your safe word is if you haven't even tried to play around with that yourself, right? I flogged myself. I paddled myself.
I feel like that don't do nothing when I tried to flog and paddle myself.
So if it doesn't do anything for you, it sounds like the element that really does something for you is the control of a person, right? But you need to figure out what your tolerance threshold is. That's why I want you to do this first. And then once we get a sense of how far you made it, the goal is not necessarily make it to the last one, it's really just to see where you make it.
Got it.
Once I know that, I can tell you where to go next.
Cool.
Okay?
Noted.
I'm your sexologist bestie.
Period. I have been sexolified. I don't know. That's the word I'm coming up with.
What's a fool?
Sexolified.
She want to get
With the keloid
sexolified.
machine.
Okay.
With the keloid machine.
Yes, okay.
Oh, I cannot. We done made up new words. We done talked about anatomy. We did so much. And I want y'all to see that, like, literally from a range of a lot of the conversations we have recently on this podcast, you see that the Bedroom Candy community is about empowerment. We're about education. We're about making money, but we're going to have a good time. And if you felt like this is a vibe that you felt magnetized to, I want you to make sure you continue to tune in, but don't just stop there, okay? Head over to www.bedroomcandy.com, and I want you to make sure that you visit them different sections. Don't just look at toys. Don't just look at go through the products and see all the ranges of things we have. Head over if you feel like you need more guidance to connect with a consultant. Once you fill out that form, they're going to find a consultant nearby you. They'll reach out to you, connect with you, and you'll have your own personal person that's going to help concierge that coochie. Okay. Now, I want to say this to the guys. because, we threw y'all in here because we wanted to make sure y'all know. Y'all can have experiences where y'all come out and learn too. But I know that sometimes it can be a little uncomfortable. So I encourage you, maybe have a couples night, maybe have a co-ed night. Every single body is included over here at Bedroom Candy. So we consider ourselves a lifestyle brand. We have a grooming collection for y'all. We have products designed for y'all. But we also have a lot of different ways. Y'all have seen, we figured out how to use all different things to help bring them pleasure too. Yes. So make sure that you guys are dialing in, because if the women are only ones teaching themselves about anything, then only half the job is getting done. And then they still got to figure out how to come home and get you on board. Okay, do a little bit of the work and labor for them and help them get there. But I'm hoping that this masturbation month has been kicked off properly and you know exactly what to do when it's time to do the do. This has been another episode of the Business of Pleasure podcast. I'm your host, your sexologist, Bestie Cash, and I'm going to catch you again next time on Money Making Mondays. See you then.